Hello. We're going to be doing a really nice stretchy class with the wall today. So grab yourself a nice free blank wall, and you might need a blanket as well, just for a little extra support in some of the poses, just to soften through the knees. So grab a wall, grab a blanket, and we'll get started. So we'll just start in any comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Breathing the palms to press together in front of the heart and softly closing down the eyes. Just taking a moment to tune into the body here. Tuning into the muscles, the connective tissue and the fascia of our bodies. Just setting an intention to lengthen and release through these tissues that hold us up and support us all day long. Opening our practice with a beautiful traditional sound of Om. Taking a nice long deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhaling. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Softly blinking the eyes open. We'll just come to standing against the wall. So taking our palms to the wall in line with our shoulders. Letting our feet ground down just underneath our hips. So palms up in line with the shoulders. And then really allow the heart and the chest to melt down through the shoulders, through the palms. So breathing into an opening here for our shoulders. You'll get a little opening through the backs of the thighs here too, the hamstrings. But we're mainly focusing on the shoulder opening here. Let the neck be heavy and take a soft little bend through the knees so we're not locking out through our joints. Let the breath begin to slow and lengthen. Really breathe into wherever you're feeling the stretch here. Allow the breath to not only soften the pose, soften the muscles and the connective tissue, but also to deepen the pose. So you'll notice as you inhale even more deeply, you'll access a deeper stretch within the shoulder joint. Allow the breath to introduce a little movement within the body as everything expands, slightly draws up on the inhale, and softens and melts down on the exhale. Just one more deep breath in. And a long breath out. From here, releasing the fingers all the way down to the earth. And we'll start to walk ourselves closer towards the wall, really tucking the chin into the chest. And the thoracic spine comes to rest on the wall here. So we walk ourselves in nice and close. That space between the shoulder blades resting on the wall. Grabbing opposite elbows. Let the neck and the head be heavy and take a soft bend through the knees. If this is too much, this is quite a strong stretch on the hamstrings, then turn yourself around so your bum is on the wall, your heels are against the wall, and then fold forward.
little bit less intense, a little bit more accessible. Then soften the belly, soften the neck. Let yourself hang over the thighs. And again, notice that gentle little movement that's introduced with our long and deep breath. On the inhale, everything slightly lifts, expands. And on the exhale, everything just softens, melts, and draws down. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly releasing the fingers down. Gently walk the feet back just a little until you can take the knees down and rest on the heels.
So from here, we'll grab our little blanket, placing it along our mats. And we'll come to sit kneeling on top of our blanket. If you get sensitive knees here, you can come to straddle a bolster instead. Just takes a little bit of pressure out of the knees. And then we'll take our left arm wide, our left shoulder against the wall. You might even need to shuffle yourself just that little bit closer. So the left arm is up in line with the shoulder. And then really feel that opening through the left shoulder. You can even take your right fingertips to the wall to press yourself away, and you'll access a deeper stretch in that left shoulder there. Closing down through the eyes. Long breaths through the nose. Stretching the yin meridians that run down the inner seam of our arms. Again, on the inhale, feel that deep expansion through the heart, the opening, the expansion through the thoracic spine. A slight lift in the shoulders. And on the exhale, everything just melts down and in. Can you lengthen and deepen the breath even more? One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly, gently release the arms to rest in the lap. Let the energy rush back into that left arm as we take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, release the right ear down to the right shoulder. Melting both shoulders down away from the ears. You can take the fingertips to rest on the earth. Just breathe into the gentle stretch down the left side of the neck. Keep watching that expansion that the breath creates. Taking one more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, breathe the head up to neutral. And exhale, we'll rotate around to the other side. So our right side comes against the wall. Right arm comes out wide in line with the shoulder. And then maybe those left fingertips come to rest on the wall to push away that little bit more, really breathing and activating a stretch into the right shoulder now. Finding the deepest, longest breath you have. Letting that really nourish the shoulder. Creating that beautiful big expansion, opening through the muscles, connective tissue, and the fascia. Again, noticing the movement of the heart, the back, the shoulders as you breathe. And taking one more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Letting the hands rest on the lap. Watching the energy and the blood flow back into our right arm. Deep breath in, lengthen the crown to the heavens. And exhale, drop the left ear down to the left shoulder. Either keeping the palms in the laps or just releasing the fingers down to the earth. Breathing into a stretch down the right side of the neck. Really noticing the breath breathing into the heart, thoracic spine. Noticing how it expands the body. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, breathing the neck up to neutral. And exhale, we'll just gently roll to the side. Just opening our blanket up, placing it towards the back of our mat. So this one is quite strong. So the first option I'll give is a little easier, a little less intense. So the right foot will come to the right side of the mat, palms on the inside of the leg. That left hip flexor is long, left knee is on the floor. Either staying on the palms here or coming down to the forearms. But if this doesn't stretch you much, then what we'll do is take the blanket all the way up into the wall. Take the left knee onto the blanket so that the left calf is on the wall or shin, and then step that right foot forward. Again, the hands come to the inside, and you'll feel that activates a much deeper stretch through the left hip flexor. Either staying on the palms or coming down to the forearms in either option. Letting the head be heavy. Continuing to watch the expansion that this breath creates in the body. Noticing not only the expansion the breath creates in the heart, the back and the belly, but also the space that it creates in the left hip flexor or wherever you feel the stretch. Keep finding your deepest, longest breath. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. And so some of you might be able to come up onto the palms from here, heel toe the foot towards the left, and find a weird version of pigeon pose here. You may be able to fold forward. If you're in the first option, you can also find pigeon from here by heel toeing the foot towards the left. But if that's not available to you, just allow the knees to come down and come into pigeon in any way that you prefer, just by sliding the knee forward, left knee back. Or if pigeon isn't available to you at all, we just extend the legs long, left ankle underneath right knee, right shin in front, and fold forward. So all of those stretches get into our right glute. So just choose the option that works best for you. Find your edge and breathe into a stretch in the right glute. Keep lengthening and deepening the breath. Breathing fully into the right glute. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, slowly coming up. Sending the weight to the right hip and stepping that left foot forward. We'll roll back onto all fours and come to the other side. So option one was just to step the left foot outside the left hand, bending deeply into that left knee. Right hip flexor is long. If you're in this option, take the blanket underneath the right knee. Or option two was to take that right knee all the way up to the wall. Stepping the left foot outside the left hand. Oh, such a big stretch for the right hip flexor. So that your right shin is against the wall and either staying on the palms or coming down to the forearms. Right hip flexor is so much tighter than my left, so I'm staying on my palms. Long, deep, slow breath. When you find your edge, allow the body to melt into the pose. Keep expanding the heart, the back, belly, the sides, shoulders, every cell, every muscle on the inhale. Allowing everything to soften and release on the exhale. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. So inhale, coming up onto the palms. Some of you from this pose might be able to heel toe the foot towards the right and come into a pigeon. Whether your right shin is against the wall or not. But otherwise, coming into pigeon in whatever way you prefer, or just lengthening the legs long. This time the right ankle will come under the left knee first with your left shin in front. So we breathe into a stretch in our left glute. Try and square off through the hips. Melt down to the earth. Flexing the left ankle to protect the left knee. Deep breaths. Expand the body. Breathing into left glute. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale slowly, coming up. Sending the weight onto that left hip as the right leg comes forward. Releasing the blanket to the side. And slowly rolling down. Breathing both knees into the chest. Give ourselves a nice little squeeze, rocking side to side. Inhaling the right knee into the chest. Nice big squeeze. Exhale, take it all the way across the body. Opening the right arm out wide. And looking beyond the right fingertips. And in this pose, you'll really notice the movement of the body as you breathe. Inhale, really expanding the belly, pressing against the twist. Raising the heart to the heavens. On the exhale, everything softens and releases. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhaling the right knee into the chest. Giving it a squeeze. And exhale, lengthening it long as the hips square off. Inhaling left knee to chest. Give it a nice big squeeze. And exhale, take it all the way across the body. Opening that left arm wide and gazing over the left fingertips. Noticing that big expansion of belly, of heart as you inhale. And the deep release and softening as you exhale. One more deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhaling the left knee into the chest. Nice big squeeze. And exhale, release the left leg long. Preparing for Shavasana. You can pop the blanket just over the top of the hips for a little extra weight. Just feels nice and supportive. Let the feet roll out, palms face up. And really allow yourself to experience the expansion you've created in the body. Not only opening the muscles and the connective tissue, but also stretching and activating the energetic channels in the body. And so the release that you feel after a stretch, that ripple or rush of energy, is not only the blood rushing back, but also the energy rushing back. along those energy channels. Staying in Shavasana, allowing these benefits to soak into your whole being for as long as you wish. When you feel ready, slowly rolling to the right side. Pressing the left palm into the earth, guiding yourself up to your seat. Pressing the palms together in front of the heart in Untitled Mudra. Closing with a single sound of Om, we take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhaling. Gently bowing the head. Namaste. Thank you.